Oh, this thing is so cool. I can't believe I finally got one of these. It's awesome. We've got to film it. There's an embargo. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and I'm here today at a North Korean museum taking a look at what is truly one of the cryptids of the AK firearms platform, and that is the massive helical drum magazine from the North Korean Type 88 AK. Very little is known about these. Unfortunately, this is a standard Romanian AKM because the museum doesn't have a North Korean Type 88 that I can fit the magazine to show you. So it's just on the standard or generic Romanian AKM instead. But I think you really get the idea of the scale and the bulk and volume of this thing. It's really quite impressive. Now, this is a magazine specifically for the 88. The Type 88 is a domestic production North Korean AK chambered for 5.45, and there are several different versions of it. There's a fixed stock version. They use polymer furniture, but there's a fixed stock version, there's an underfolding version, there's a side folding version, there's actually a short-barreled sort of commando version, and there is the version that is developed to work with this magazine, which is one that uses a uniquely North Korean top folding stock. They wanted folding stocks, I think, because the magazine's so cool and impressive. They wanted a very tactical folding stock to go with it. And you can't use the underfolding or the side folding stocks with these magazines because the magazine sticks out from the side of the gun and interferes with folding those traditional AK type stocks. So instead, they developed a top folder, kind of like a Soviet PPS-43 a little bit, specifically to be able to use it with these magazines. And they do fit that on both full length and sort of short-barreled commando length rifles. And these drums do not appear to be in standard, like general North Korean military service. They only appear to be used by special forces and Kim Jong Un's personal bodyguard. We have very few pictures of these. You get a few pictures from publicity events or public appearances by Kim Jong Un or military parades where they're featured trying to show off North Korean military prowess. So, to the best of my knowledge, there is no video footage out there of one of these firing. I've never seen anyone actually get their hands on one physically. It's just all images from North Korean media. And so it is extremely exciting to me today to be able to have one of these magazines to show to you guys. So let's take a closer look and check out how this actually works. Much to my surprise, when the museum gave this to me, it was actually already loaded. And let me tell you, this thing is really front heavy on the gun. It rattles a bit. The ammunition inside doesn't appear to be held perfectly solid, which is frankly not that uncommon with helical drum magazines. The capacity on this, I'm actually eager to get a look inside and see exactly how many rounds this holds, because we've seen a lot of speculation, people suggesting somewhere between 100 or 150 rounds, which I think is reasonable if you compare this to something like a calico drum. A 100 round calico drum is a little bit shorter, but more importantly, it's a lot smaller in diameter. And the cartridges are about the same, somewhere around 100 rounds, I think is really potentially realistic for these. Now, you may be wondering how this actually locks into the gun, because normal AK mags have, of course, a lug at the front, and you would have to hook that lug and then snap the magazine in, which obviously you can't do with this. Well, instead, this actually uses the bayonet lug of the rifle as a locking lug on the front. So you hook it onto that lug, and then you snap it into the back using the regular magazine release, magazine latch. So these will fit in totally standard AKs. They don't need to be special, or modified in any way. Although I will point out that you cannot use a cleaning rod in the gun with the magazine, because the cleaning rod goes right through the bayonet lug. Anyway, let's go ahead and remove this. We're just gonna snap the lug there, and the mag comes off and drops down. So once again, to load this, you would simply lock the front lug there, snap it in like that, and presto, good to go. Now, I'm not sure exactly how to disassemble this. There's a winding mechanism at the front that I haven't taken a close look at yet, but we do have pins down here And I'm thinking, if we just... Oh my. What the... Holy crap. This... Okay, so the back end just pops off, and then there's no mechanism inside. This is just... They just filled it with ammunition. Okay, and you know what? I should have noticed this winding mechanism is actually completely fake. It's just a solid piece there. You know what? There's been speculation for a long time that these North Korean magazines aren't actually functional. It's actually quite a lot of work to make a reliable helical drum. In fact, arguably nobody ever really has made a reliable helical drum. The Russian Bizon, the Calico, there are a couple Chinese guns. People never really seem to make a second helical magazine after they try to get the first one working, and I suspect, I mean, we know there's good reason for that. It's really hard to make them work, and it appears that the North Koreans didn't even try to make it work. They just made it hollow for the Instagrams. You know what? That kind of gives me an idea. I don't know if you've seen it, but a company called Stuffin' Things actually makes fully functional 9mm helical drum magazines for Kalashnikovs and parts to make them fit. I bet these guys could do it. All right, let's see, what's their phone number? There we go. Hey, I just sent you guys a couple of pictures. I got my hands on I'm looking at a North Korean Helical 545 drum, and it's super simple inside. You think you guys could actually make these?
Hey, Will.
What?
Ian wants us to make a North Korean helical mag.
Okay, hang on. Okay, it's done.
Yeah, we can ship one to you whenever you're ready.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I will definitely let people know. Fantastic. Well, there you go, guys. As it turns out, North Korean helical AK drums are in fact completely fake, just like I suspected. But if you want to get one for yourself, also completely fake, and it's not really a magazine, YouTube, so that you can have it for the Instagrams yourself, because really it is pretty cool. Stuffin' Things actually has one, so check out their website. These will be available on order from them for just a limited time at a remarkably affordable price. And of course, if you would prefer to just clown on North Korea with some cool swag, I've got some of that for you as well. We came up with a Kim Jong Un taking a pic for the grams using his Type 88 rifle. Available as both a patch and a t-shirt from Varstaleka. Who else? So check them out. I'll have links to everything in the description text below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And on a totally serious note, if you work for some sort of spooky international intelligence organization and you have one of these drums and you want to send me a completely anonymous email with pictures or an explanation of it, please do so. My email is admin@forgottenweapons.com. Thanks for watching!